Hello, this is Harlan. Now this is a message that no preachers preach. They don't want to even hear it. They never want to hear this message. It's never been preached before that I know in 51 years. This is the act of toleration, or Toleration Act. Now here was the important question back in George Fox's days, in the 1600s. Is authority found in leading of the Spirit or in the Scriptures? Now this was his battle. Now you watch this and you're going to learn that George Fox let us all down. He actually turned us all over to the devil, and now God raised me up that his voice would be heard again. So you've got to pay attention to what happened. Nobody knows that this happened. And now we've got it recorded that it happened. It's recorded in history. And Fox didn't do like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They said, our God's able to deliver us. But even if he don't deliver us, we're not going to obey you. The fox went before the beast in England and took the mark of the beast. And he destroyed us all. Now the Act of Toleration was an act of the English Parliament, which granted freedom of worship to nonconformists, Protestants who descended from the Church of England, such as Baptists, Congregationalists, and Methodists. See, all these churches took this. They took the mark of the beast. And now it's coming out. The truth is coming out. They don't want me to tell you this. It allowed nonconformists their own place of worship and their own teachers and preachers subject to acceptance of certain oaths and allegiance. They had to sign oaths and allegiance. Now, Fox was a dissenter. But now listen to what dissenters had to do. Dissenters were required to register their meetings, locations, and were forbidden from meeting in private homes. Any preacher who dissented had to be licensed. George Fox was licensed by the beast, the monarch from England. He bowed down and worshipped the devil. He took the mark of the beast. Now he was great in the beginning. They had people that were dying, and if you've got something that they want to kill you for, keep it. Don't worry about them that kill your body. They can't do no more. Now in his last years of his life, Fox continued to participate in the London meetings. But listen what he did. He made representations to Parliament about the sufferings of friends. The new king, James II, pardoned religious dissenters jailed for failure to attend the established church, leading to the release of about 1,500 friends. See, George Fox got them released because he went and bowed down to the devil. And as soon as this act of toleration was signed, all persecution ceased. All persecution ceased. No more Quakers died. There ain't been a person died since these days that died for the Spirit. Though the Quakers lost influence after the Glorious Revolution, which disposed James II, the Act of Toleration, it put an end to the uniform laws under which Quakers had been persecuted, permitting them to assemble freely. Now listen to this real close. 2 days after preaching, as usual, at the Grace House Street meeting in London, George Fox died at 9 or 10 p.m. on the 13th of January, 1691. See, about a year later, he died. You know how old he was? He was 66 years old. God was showing him, you took the mark of the beast, and he killed him. So don't take this mark of the beast. Now, he was right about a lot of things. It's the light, the inner light. We've got to carry this on now. His voice has got to be heard again. Jesus wants us to raise up, and don't conform to the devil. Don't let them tell you what to do. It was an act of toleration. This is what got the Baptists, all the Episcopalians, all the Presbyterians, they all took this mark of the beast. I mean, you should notice this. Watch this several times so you can understand this. I'm telling you the truth, and the battle still is today. What's the important question? Do we go by the authority of the leading of the Spirit or by the Scriptures? So you see, we have to get back to the Holy Ghost and let Him live in us. I'm a son of God. I know what I'm telling you, and I know what God showed me, and He revealed this to me. How many of you have heard of the Toleration Act? None of you. If you're a common person, you've never heard it. These preachers that go through college and all, they know it. But they don't know about the Toleration Act today. They will not mention it. That's why I used to go in their meetings and I wonder why they're so dead. They took the mark of the beast. He went before the king, just like Adam. When he took the flesh life, he doomed us all. George Fox doomed us all. The voice of God stopped. And the Quakers didn't have no more persecution. The king was releasing them from jail because now he was under the control. He was just like Satan told Jesus, if you'll bow down and worship me, I'll give you all these things. But Jesus would not bow down and worship. George Fox bowed down to the laws of the Act of Toleration in 1689. He didn't live about a year later, and he died when he was 66. That's a sign he took the mark of the beast. So don't take the mark of the beast. Tear them things up, and let's let God live in us and work in us, and let us do the work of God. Let's carry on this voice. Let's not let it die and be backsliders like these Quakers. There's about 500,000. What if they'd all died for the faith? We would have a different world today. We'd be living in a world that had some pride in it. See, there's nobody proud of Christians today. They won't give up nothing for God. So let's stand for God. Let's live in the Spirit. Let's don't live in the flesh.
Well, I was bound to Satan, full of lust and hating. Jesus came and filled my heart with love. I came from the bottom, peace and love I got 'em. Spirit came up on me like a dove. I'm moving on up with my Jesus. I had to learn to walk till I could fly. I'm moving on up with my Jesus till I reach my home in the sky. Now if you're in the darkness, the devil he's your fortress. Lift up to Jesus Christ good. He'll put you on the mountain. There's a living fountain. The only way to go when there is up. I'm moving on up with my Jesus. I had to learn to walk till I could fly. I'm moving on up with my Jesus till I reach my home in the sky. Till I reach my